What's up YouTube? Andy here in West Wales, UK with my look at the moon movements during March. We're embarking on a new month. March is an interesting one because yet again we have two full moons the same month. We didn't have any full moons in February, but we did have two in January. Now when there are two full moons in a month, the second one is said to be a blue moon. Hence the expression once in a blue moon, because it is very, very rare indeed. And to actually have 2 months so close together is quite a rare thing as well. The January ones were very intense. The March ones promised to be fairly intense in their own special way. The first one of those happens this evening this evening in USA time, in the early hours of tomorrow morning in UK at midnight 51, 9 minutes to 1 a.m. here in the United Kingdom. We reach full moon, and that is a full moon in Virgo, 11 degrees 22 minutes Virgo. So we get the whole Virgo influence is quite strongly intensified with that. The full moon just basically always makes things much more intense. That is just the way it goes. Attention to detail, that's quite an important thing generally everyday speaking in your own life, but attention to detail is likely to be quite intense. So if you've got a plan, something you want to manifest, some kind of dream that you want to try and realize, or at least you want to use the full moon energy to move closer to your goals, then pay attention to those details, because that is where things could fall apart in terms of manifestation. It's no great shakes, don't worry about it. This is only if that's the path you're on and that's the way you want to take it. Whatever happens though, it's going to be an intense time. It really is. There's no two ways about that. Then later on, right at the very end of March, March the 31st at 12:36 in the afternoon here in UK. Excuse me, quick drink of tea. We get the full moon. This time in Libra, in 10 degrees 44 minutes Libra. The Libra energy can be a very, very gentle energy. In fact, I've found personally with the Librans I've met that they are pretty much gentle people, and that whole thing of balance and justice comes into it, because you never get the true answers by kind of badgering things along or trying to push people into saying things that perhaps they're not ready to say. The more you leave things gentle, the more you leave things natural, the better result you get, because the results you get when you work that way are going to work pretty much every day in normal life, as well as at the big bang moment when you thought of them. Now, in between those two full moons, of course, on the 17th, we have a new moon, because that is always the way the cycle goes. Then there isn't a lot of energy behind the moon herself. It happens in Pisces, 26 degrees 53 minutes of Pisces, 1:11 in the afternoon UK time, much earlier in the morning elsewhere in the world. During a new moon phase, basically, there isn't a lot of energy behind us, but that is really important so that we have our own plans and we use our own energy, because that really is what the whole balancing act of the universe is always about, and it's what it's always trying to use to teach us, you know. A good teacher will kind of not just tell you the answer, will help you find the answer yourself, and that is how astrology works. If you follow it, if you take notice of it, basically, it's always there guiding us, and that happens anyway. If you take notice of it, you begin to realize how it's guiding us and how very much it means, because it actually has a lot of effects. For the rest of the month, well, the sun is going to enter Aries on March the 20th at 16:16 in the afternoon UK time. That's 11:16 Eastern, 10, 9, 8, 17 a.m. West Coast. That is really the beginning of spring. That's when we call it spring equinox. Here in UK, the day length is equal to the night length, and that's when things start growing. That's when nature starts coming to life again. And as much as we're cut off from nature, or we think we're cut off from nature in this modern world, we aren't. Look at the weather today. I'm frozen up. I can't get out of the house. That's a small thing. But I know many, many people in UK will have had their jobs affected, something to do with getting to work or things around the family. You know, life changes basically when the water freezes up. That's just, you know, it'll only be a few days, but it's a sort of mad thing that happens. In astrology, you do get things driving the weather sometimes. I can't emphasize that enough, actually. I'm not seeing a lot of that at the moment, but it's no surprise to me that this rather strange weather pattern we're seeing in the UK, excuse me, and pretty much throughout Europe at the moment, is coming up around the time of an intense full moon. So intense, I dare say it's going to be. Mercury goes retrograde this month and is retrograde for a fair bit of the month, actually. That's a whole big subject of its own. It's nothing to worry about. It's yet more of the teaching, yet more of the learning. I know many people who don't know anything at all about Mercury retrograde, and they're fine, you know. It's not like you've absolutely got to follow this thing absolutely out to the very last word of it. But I am going to do another video on Mercury retrograde because in astrology it is important. And if you've got that way of understanding life through astrology, then you'll need to know about it. Venus, let me see, enters Aries on March the 6th, and then she enters Taurus on March the 31st. Mars enters Capricorn on the 17th of March, the same day as the new moon. Those planets are in direct motion pretty much all the way through. That means they're not going retrograde, essentially. Jupiter is going to go into retrograde on the 9th of March, not long from now at all, but is going direct at the moment. Saturn's direct all month, Uranus as well, Neptune, Pluto, they're all direct right through the whole month. The North Node goes into retrograde motion during the whole month, so that is happening now. The North Node has everything to do with where you're going in life, where we are headed, really. Not just you, the whole human race, but, you know, we all fit into that whole human race family, in inverted commas, somewhere along the lines, do we not? Okay, well, that is the real main basic meat of the thing. More videos explaining this as we go along. I'm running out of words now, so I'd better finish. Thanks everyone who's subscribed. I'm trying to improve the quality of things and make things a bit better as much as I can. Try and improve a little something every day. That's the way to go. The stars help us with that, and so do, you know, we help each other basically as well, don't we? So don't forget to like and subscribe. If you subscribe, you won't miss anything, especially if you tap the bell. If you share me around the internet a bit, that is fantastic. And thanks to all of you who've been doing that, helping me get the word out. Keep it Twig, brother. Keep it real. I look forward to seeing you another day with another video. Bye bye.